Hello, my name is Don Snow. I'm from Canada. I've been teaching and tutoring for 25 years. I taught kindergarten students for 2 years. I've taught grade 3 for 5 years and grade 6 to 8 for another 5 years. I taught high school grade 9 to 12 for 5 years in Thailand. I taught business English in companies and tutored in Mexico for almost 10 years. So I've been teaching around the world for more than 20 years. I started teaching by tutoring university students at my university in Canada. I think children love my classes because my classes are fun. The students learn a lot, and because I'm able to recognize their unique abilities, which really seems to motivate the students. My main technique for teaching children is asking a lot of questions. That way the student speaks a lot and I can check their understanding and pronunciation. I also have a lot of material like books and thousands of photographs. I like to study animals, dinosaurs, or anything that people find interesting. So I have some examples of some of the books that I use. Here's a book that we can read together, students and I. This dinosaur book is another example of material that I can use in class that is fun. So there's games, there's things that we can use that the kids can play. Come here, Sreeku. I have a special guest, my daughter. Hello, Sreeku. Okay, so using different material makes it more interesting for students. Okay, having visuals. The kids are always curious about my book, The Brain, and the different sized brains that animals have. And then I brought a lot of materials from Canada. So just things that we can use to talk about, to start the conversation, things that students might find interesting. Whale watching, these are tourist things that I got from Canada before I left that we often use. Okay. This is a book that I use a lot. So I can put these also onto, I can share these with the students. Here's a book that I have, Dinosaur Life Size, that's very interesting for the students. And it has some pull-out pictures like this. And so I share these with the students, and then pronunciation is a big part of my classes. So for example, Sreeku, I want you to practice saying these different time periods for dinosaurs. Okay, so what's the first time period called? Try to say that. Read it.
The
Triassic.
Triassic world.
Okay, and the next one?
The Jurassic world.
Good. And the last one?
The Cretaceous world.
Okay, so you say Cretaceous.
Cretaceous.
Cretaceous, excellent. Okay, good. So that kind of thing, working with pronunciation all the time. And another thing that I often use, and you've done this with me, Sreeku, is, okay, sharing the screen. Now I've accumulated thousands of photographs, which I can incorporate into the class. And so we can talk about these things. What are these things? What's that, Sreeku?
It's a butterfly.
Well, these are butterflies, right?
Yes.
What's that?
Spider.
Spider.
Butterflies.
Butterfly.
Dragonfly.
So you've learned a lot with me about animals. There you are with a beetle, butterflies,
Bug.
some kind of bug, right? And then we can talk about the colors, and this is very interesting because it has this, you know what that is?
No.
Antenna.
Antenna.
Okay, remember this one?
Yes.
That was very popular. Okay, you know what that is?
It looks like kind of like a bee.
Right, but it's a wasp. Okay, so many different things that are very interesting. Remember that. Interesting animals that we can talk about. What are they? Okay, so I think it's very important when I'm teaching with students that I teach them things about the natural world, so things that are real too. So I like to incorporate a lot of science Because that way they're learning English, but they're also learning other things at the same time. Okay, for example, and I use these pictures to create a game. Remember this game we played, Sriku, at school? So so we make it a fun game, okay? The first question is, read that. Can you read that?
Which animal is amphibian?
An amphibian.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you have to decide, okay, this one or this one?
I think maybe the first one.
The lizard?
Yes.
The lizard is an amphibian?
Yes.
Remember what lizards are?
And these are reptiles.
Reptiles, okay, so what is this?
This is an amphibian.
That's an amphibian, it's a
Frog.
frog, right, okay, so that's right. Okay, and let's try one more. Okay, how many dragons, read it,
How many dragons are
dragon what?
here? Dragonflies are here.
Okay, so then we look at this. And, okay, what's that, is that a dragonfly?
Yes.
Okay, one, is that?
Yes.
Yes, okay, is that?
Yes.
Three, is that?
No.
Right, you're correct, so how many dragonflies was that?
There are 3 dragonflies.
Okay, what's this one called?
I don't know.
It's a damselfly.
Dragonfly.
It's like a dragonfly. It's just in the same family, but it's not a dragonfly. So that you are correct. Excellent. Okay, I think that's good. So that's these are some teaching children things. Okay, thanks, Rick. Thank you. Let's have a round of applause for Rick. Okay, welcome. See you later. Bye. Bye. Okay, stop sharing screen. Okay, so also, besides teaching children, I have taught teachers for a couple of years now. As a tutor of high school or university students, I have studied a number of topics for the last 25 years, I've also been studying a lot of topics of my own. I have a degree in psychology, and I have worked on master's degrees related to cognitive science and cognitive biases. I also study social psychology, educational psychology, evolutionary psychology, which includes how the mind works, and neurology. I also teach biology, which includes the diversity of life, taxonomy of species, which necessarily involves evolution and natural and artificial selection, genotype, phenotype, mutations, adaptation, the fossil record, morphology, transitional species, and extinction. This is also connected to physical anthropology, like human evolution and cultural evolution, and topics such as religion. I also intently study philosophy, especially values in society, critical thinking, and consciousness. Politics, media, and propaganda, which I study mostly from a psychological perspective, and economics, poverty, and inequality. Finally, back to the English language, I have 25 years experience teaching pronunciation, grammar, and essay writing, as well as poetry and figurative language. So I think it is my experience and my knowledge that has enabled me to be a skillful and effective teacher. And I think that is also what has enabled my students to achieve their highest levels of success. So I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.